Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Hugo and today we're going to talk about my passion. This is going to be the new segment. We're going to talk about motorcycles. So I thought, why not to talk about the bikes that I owned once and the ones that I drove. Hi, the Honda CB 500 was actually one of my first motorcycles that I owned in '99. Was my learning motorcycle, was an amazing motorcycle. It had, in terms of performance and in terms of maintenance, a really great bike, thumbs up bike. 2008 was when I bought the Chang Jiang 750. Don't tell me what happened to my head. Seriously, it was the worst thing I ever bought. It was a replica of the 7.1 BMW from the Second World War. It was identical. The problem was Chinese. The metal was awful, and every single 500 kilometers I had to screw up again the heads of the engine, otherwise, because I could feel the pressure of the cylinder on the heads. Was awful. And of course, one more thing was, every single time that I had to ride her cost me around 100 euros because something broke. So if you guys want to a bike with a sidecar, go for all, because it's a Russian, it's pure metal. Suzuki GSR 750, a great bike for beginners. I actually, me a friend of mine, we rent this bike. I love the bike, really. Consumption was amazing, so it's a thumbs up for this bike. Suzuki GSX-R 600. What I can say, it's a Tupperware. Seriously, it's all plastic, it's awful. It hurts. You go like this. No, not for me. No, but I'm joking. It's a great bike, but I'm a cruiser guy. Sorry. Suzuki V-Strom 650. Amazing bike. Thumbs up. Consumption. I even forget to put petrol. Was a completely horse for the size of the engine. It could take everything. Really punch. Good acceleration. Great engine. And was amazing. I love that bike. DRAGSTAR 650 Yamaha, my passion, my love. This was a completely custom bike. I had to rebuild everything as soon as the inspection in Portugal started. I had to put turn signals and that thing, and I had to do a lot of stuff with that. But I love that bike. The only problem, it's a 650. If you want to do long travels with her, it's really annoying, and the engine struggles a bit, especially with the second passenger. And I had the problem. It was really loud. He had open pipes, and if you're going in full throttle in a motorway, it's loud. On the SH125, a great bike for a city commutes and for short distances, but it's a 155. You can ask for more. Problem, the seat is a bit high. I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'7", 174 centimeters, and this is a bit, but it's a great bike, great consumption. VESPA 150 Sprints, amazing bike. It's like, it's you got Italian in you, but the problem with this is, as Luigi says, when you get in the pipe, you go to the floor. Seriously, because this tire is really small, and when you brake, actually, I never used the brake. It doesn't have. Yamaha VIRAGO 535, another passion of mine, completely custom. As you can see here, this was completely changed the frame. Here was cut. Actually was my wife bikes. She loved it. Unfortunately, we had to sell. BMW R1100 RS, a great bike, really good. Consumption not so much. Big engine, a bit not so heavy. Was actually quite nimble, and in terms of capacity to take stuff, was amazing. I love it. For touring, it's amazing. The problem that I had with this bike was I had almost to rebuild the entire, all the pipes, engine, petrol pipe, oil pipe, electric wires. The bike was almost completely restored. KYMCO, DJ50. Forget it, pass. Was my dad, because he thought that the other one wasn't enough. He bought this one, and was the worst thing ever. Never worked. On the DEAUVILLE 650, the first bike that I bought when I come to Ireland, the worst thing ever was a shoot in the foot. Bear in mind, when you buy a bike, make sure it has oil full up, water full up, and see if it runs well. Because as soon as I've done the maintenance on this bike, was white smoke all around. What it means, water was coming into the engine. Harley-Davidson FLHR Road King, amazing bike. I love this bike. I had the pleasure to travel with this bike to the Grand Canyon in the United States. It was amazing. I love it. It's going to stay here for the rest of my life. And the problem was, it's a big bike. I love big bikes, but I live in the city with roads which really narrow, almost a car won't pass. So I can't have it. The problem with the Harley-Davidson, it's too expensive. Indian Scout 1200, amazing bike. I love this bike. It's the passion of my life. It's really nimble. It's a great bike to use in city, and you can cruise with her for long periods. It's amazing. A really big thumbs up. Indian Chief Dark Horse. This is the bike of my dreams, my unicorn. I managed to have her for a while to drive a bit. Was amazing. I love the bike. The problem is, once again, it's a big bike. If you want to drive in the city center, it's impossible. It's almost impossible. Okay guys, I hope you like to see the bikes that I drove and the bikes that I had. Actually, I missed a few. I drove in through the 1300. There was a few more bikes that probably I didn't put in the list that I drove already from friends. Please leave on the comments what do you think about the bikes, what is your bike, what you love, what you dislike on your bike, and keep tuned because more things going to come. Stay around. Thanks. See you guys. And one more thing, don't forget to subscribe and give a like, and of course tick the bell and leave a comment. See ya.